Greetings to you. Bishop Vedder here. Good to be with you again. As I'm sure you know and have heard already, the results of our November 5th election around CI-128, that extreme abortion initiative to change our state's constitution. Sadly, it passed by a pretty large margin. So it saddens all of us. I'm disappointed. But not to give up hope. Not to give up hope. I haven't, and none of us should. What an amazing thing that did happen. Every parish and mission, all of our institutions that have Mass, over the last 6 months, across the whole state, everyone prayed an Our Father and a Hail Mary and a Glory Be for life. That does not fall on deaf ears to God. God hears the cries that we've been making. And then abstaining from meat or something else on Wednesdays, He hears that. It has an effect. Those things were not wasted. Not in God. Not in God. Not one cry from us is overlooked by our loving Father in heaven. So, not to give up hope. And what do we do now? We continue our efforts of praying, of talking more beautifully about the great beauty of adoption. We don't talk about it enough anymore. When I was a kid, they talked about it in our public school, right? Of how beautiful it is for the baby, but also for the family, how it's such a blessing. And so that's my encouragement, that we put a focus more on adoption again. And we're going to try that, not only through the diocese and our pro-life efforts here, but Catholic Social Services. Also walking with moms in need, walking with them, helping every woman know, especially if she's pregnant, that she has a home in the Catholic Church. There's a place for her there. We will not only hear her, but we will help her before, during, and after birth, or if she gives the baby up for adoption. I've met some people over these last weeks during this effort that came up and were at rallies and things to share with me that they were adopted and how grateful they were. And that's what they came for, is to be grateful for the gift of life. So that's my encouragement to all of us, to set that example and to see it as a beautiful gift, the gift of life. And then as well, to stay hopeful. There's so many people across our state, and I want to thank them, who are involved in our pro-life efforts, Catholic Social Services, all the different things that we're going to be able to do. So I'm not giving up hope, and I hope you don't either. And not just to let anger take over. Sure, there's some time of some sadness, because it is sad that we weren't successful. But we try and try again. So what should our response be to this terrible abortion initiative that passed? We love more, we serve more, and we push back with charity and humility so that we can make Montana a place where all women know that the Church and Catholics are ready to help them no matter what their circumstances might be, whatever it might be, that we want to keep going out. And also for our men and our husbands, not forgetting them as well, as they are affected by abortion as well. They're the fathers, and it affects them more than we know. And so we have to have our doors open for them as well. So know of my prayers. Keep at it. Don't give up. And see those babies all over. And thank parents for having them. And thank them for bringing them to church when the baby's crying instead of giving them kind of a nasty little look. Right? Thank them for bringing them to church and that they're crying. There's nothing deader than a church with no crying babies. So that's how we sound to God as well, as a crying baby. So God hears us. And so I'm with you as your bishop. Know of my prayers. And please join me in praying for one another and for a deeper respect for the dignity of each human life, especially the unborn. Bye now.